Johnny Scoville.
I'm Tommy Scoville. Hey.
And this is candy corn.
Candy corn, you want some?
It's direct decoration. No, thank you.
It's tasty.
It's tasty to eat.
It is.
So, Uncle Bullcow, the man who's responsible for creating some of the worst cat cramps I've ever endured, not through his peppers, through his other things that he makes. But
that's a good prelude.
look what we got here. Look at the spikes. Please look at the spikes on this pepper. It is unbelievable. It's a wicked pepper. This is a red Primotalii. I let Tommy open the box of peppers, and I said, grab one, and
And as it turns out, there wasn't a pepper in there, so
that's not hot. You're right. They're all hot, and that one right there is a really hot one. So I don't know if it's really hot one. I'm telling you know what? Do you remember? Listen, you remember?
Hold on before you go. Enter the lie. Go ahead.
When I was a kid, we were kids. They owned a daycare center, Mom and Dad.
Mm-hmm.
One day, you were with me there.
Mm-hmm.
There was two nurses that came in to give shots to the kids that needed to get their vaccination shots.
Yes.
And they had two very opposing approaches.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them said, this isn't going to hurt at all, because the kids were nervous. This isn't going to hurt at all. And those kids came out of that room, what were they all doing? Bawling their heads off.
Like there was no tomorrow.
The other one, the nurse said to them, remember that?
Yep.
She said, this is going to hurt a lot. And if you want to cry, you're okay. And none of those kids coming out of that room were crying. So this is going to burn you a lot. It won't. See, here's the thing. I don't know what that is. And this is what he told me. I'm going to tell you what he told me. I can show you the text. He actually said, you should try to get Johnny to eat the orange one. It looks like a habanero, but it's hotter. So it's going to be hotter than a habanero. I don't reckon it'll burn like a habanero. I don't know, though. I don't know if there's habanero in it. I have no idea what that thing is. Now, what we're going to show you now is the birth of a thumbnail, because you already saw the thumbnail. You didn't know where it came from. You ready? Here's where the thumbnail came from. Me and an unhappy Tommy Scoville.
Yeah, that's me.
Smile.
Hey,
There's your thumbnail, people. And that's where it was born. So I'm going to cut this thing open because I just want to see it. You want to cut yours open?
I'd rather vomit.
There you have it, people. You'd rather... Well,
Here's the thing. If I cut the inside of this thing open, right, and the placenta looks like a Honda CRX in size, then I'm not going to want to eat the thing, right? Let me see what you got.
Do you see the puddle of the little darker stream right by the edge? That's capsaicin. Look at that right there, too. That's capsaicin oils. Let's go get a whiff of that.
You can smell that?
Get a whiff of it.
Wow.
You know what I've done probably half a dozen times over the years? I've gone in to sniff a pepper.
And you got a little too close?
Yeah, and it gets on my nose.
Yeah.
And you'd be stunned how long.
Thank you.
Brotherly love right there. You'd be stunned how long that'll mess your nose up.
No, that wouldn't surprise me in the slightest, actually.
Okay, so, no.
Okay.
Kabul.
Yeah,
I wish you'd see this video. If you ever saw that, he'd cackle. Do you know that?
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a while.
Maybe you should call him and say, hey, watch this. He gave you a silent shout out.
Do you have any idea how bad he would mock me until the end of the time? He'd be like, you got a YouTube channel? What are you, 12? Like, I could hear it. Sorry.
Do you know what? That's what my ex-wife said the day I was going to start it. I said, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. She said 13.
Really?
She goes, yeah, what are you, 13? I was like...
How'd that work out? Every once in a while, right? But twice in life, you can laugh at people and be like, you were wrong.
Here's the funny thing. 90% of the time, when you break up with somebody, they just go on and do grand things, and you're like, man.
Right?
How you like me now?
Yeah, exactly.
It is what it is, people. All right, so I'm going to eat this red Primotalii. He's going to eat that unknown thing.
Might be a 13-year-old, but ain't got a boss.
All right, it's true. You don't have a boss. Here we go, you guys. I'm Johnny Scoville. That is my hero right there.
Yeah.
Still doing it.
Right?
This is JC. Weird. Sweet up front. How bizarre. Wow. That was the sweetest Primotalii I've ever tasted. Super sweet up front.
I'm miserable.
Tell you
Holy hell.
You got that down like a champion. Like a champion.
I got news for you. It's a hot pepper.
It's the burn that tells you it's working. Now, here's a question I got for you.
There's a hot pepper.
Here's the question I got for you: is it burning you like a habanero? Is it the sting or is it a burn?
No.
So it's got some habanero in it. It's just mixed. It possibly did that cross pollination thing with something near it.
It does your tongue like the tattoo.
So where is
and
it
then the
getting-
back of your throat
Is it
burns like it's
the throat or your tongue? Is it
both
all
of 'em.
over?
Thanks, Uncle Bullcow. Good looking out. Are you having fun?
You got a chuck over that. Oh, you know what? By the way, the burn is.
Wrap it up.
No, because I'm not done. This isn't how we do it. We're going to talk about a few things here. You know, you don't just dine and dash. This is a video. So I mentioned we still have the eggs, the century-old eggs.
You gonna do that now? Really?
No, he agreed that we would hard boil them because apparently I did it wrong.
Excuse me.
That's the pepper burp.
Oh, boy.
Tells you it's working. Anyway, we're gonna hard boil it, and
It's lousy salesmanship
yeah,
to give me the hot pepper that isn't that hot and then go right into the egg.
it's not
thing.
that hot.
No, it's hot as hell. But you told me
Everybody watch me say this is hot. It's gonna be a hot pepper.
What did you say before you hit the record button? Yeah.
It's null and void. Everything starts when you see the red light. You see the red. Look right over your dome piece.
Right, because
See
he
the red
tricks
light?
me into sitting in front of here with
No,
some
no.
line of poop, and then he hits the button
No, I
and
didn't.
goes,
There's no trick. There's no trick. I straight up said to you, it's going to burn you. I told you that. He said
you used the story from the daycare center. Like, don't play with me. I'm not the stupid one, dude. You know, seriously. I understand that you're burning me. I watched you do it to other people. You could be doing this forever.
So. I'm drinking my water. Right, drinking my water. We're going to stop it now. We'll end now.
Good looking out.
All right,
Go
so
for the milk.
you're going to see the video for the century-old egg done properly coming up soon. Anyhow,
Well, that's
please do
soon.
me a favor. This is really important. Well, here in the description box, all the normal stuff right there is how to get on the bus. But right here is the big one, you guys.
Okay.
All right, it really is important. Honestly,
right.
It's not just right. You give me a little credit. It's not just. It's really important. You know that his channel is called The Lifeboat. It's not really just for somebody with a abuse issue or a substance abuse problem. It's trauma, and really the funny thing about it is The Lifeboat. It's so perfect a name because it encompasses everything, not just somebody with abuse problem. But if you have trauma in your life, there are so many people that are, you know what? There are tons of people that watch this show that don't eat hot peppers. Look at that. There are that's at the military.
Yeah, it is.
There are tons of people that watch Tommy's channel that don't have a drug problem or an addiction, but they're suffering trauma. And I'm not just trying to string this along, although I'd like it to go past the 10-minute mark.
No, truthfully, here's the deal. Some of the people went over there because they found something that we did entertaining, and then they started to meet the people in the comment section, and they just realized that this connection thing that I'm always talking about is actually a really big freaking deal. And as human beings, we're doing everything we can to back off from being connected to anybody.
Remember I told you that I got a friend who says, "Oh, I can buy groceries now where they deliver the groceries." He only needs to leave his house once a month to get his haircut,
I didn't that great.
and he's fired up about that. I'm like, dude, when was the last time I had a conversation with people? So, if you got some trauma in your life, if you
Or you don't. Come by and check out the boat. Watch what happens.
cat's hanging on the wall. I wish you could see it.
Watch what happens when people start to connect with one another. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life. And I'll be really honest with you. I could use some milk. Maybe.
I thought you were gonna say more connections. What's that watch you got there?
This is a Memovox alarm watch.
That's the one that makes you should almost make that go off. So
No, everybody hates it. I've
It's the
done
most
this before.
bizarre. Not on this channel. You have it.
Oh, not on your channel.
You should hear this. You guys know, like ding ding ding, like a typical digital watch. Is this the first alarm watch they ever made? That went off. You know what's funny? If you're in his office with no noise on, it's
at any point during the day.
unbelievable. The noises you hear. There's like
Things ticking and beeping. And
but all the time. It's not like it'd be one thing if at 10 o'clock you hear a whole bunch of simultaneous dings and beep beeps. But man, this thing is just making noise all over the place. Pretty watch though.
It is. It's made by JLC, Jaeger, and the really for JJ, so that you don't send me an email and tell me I don't know how to speak it. This one was called a jobber. So this watch was built by them, and then at the end of the year they had a few extra.
Really?
So they send them out,
very
without their
pretty
name
watch.
on the dial.
Let me ask you a question. What is your heat at? It's gone, isn't it?
Yeah, for the most part.
Do you guys know how I can string an extra minute in there if I start talking about watches? I like this one. I'm going to wear a different one. The next video, I'll be wearing a different one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to just throw it on.
Damn right you're not.
Just for that, I might keep it. All right, you guys. So please check out the lifeboat. It's an important thing. So again, the bus, the boat, right here, and all the challenges that me and this dummy have done.
Yeah.
And over here, pepperology. If you're new at this thing.
And Uncle Bullcow.
Thank you. Oh
The
yeah.
orange ones are hot.
Yeah, I forgot to say. I shouldn't have said all the normal stuff. All the normal stuff, but Uncle Bullcow, who's now an official saucier. Check it out. I'm Johnny Scoville.
And I am his brother.
This was Chase.
Better or worse.